So, Charan, we can start whenever the TANA team is ready. Okay?
Okay.
Sharon, I think Ravi garu joined, so we can start maybe. Ravi garu join అయ్యారండి.
నేను జాయిన్ అయ్యాను. Can you check your WhatsApp message? Video.
Okay. Start చేయమన్నా.
రాలేదా?
Sharon, start.
వీడియో రాలేదండి. Is it coming? The video is there. Can you able to hear me?
Okay.
Yes,
Hi everyone.
Yeah.
My name is Sharon. Can I start?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Sharon Jargu. I'm happy to be a volunteer at TANA. TANA is geared to enhance social, cultural, and educational needs of North American Telugu community. I'm proud of my language, Telugu. TANA has been instrumental in introducing many programs for the community. College admissions is a very important process in a child's life. I'm so glad that TANA has organized this webinar. Now I would like to request TANA Secretary, Mr. Ravi Patlurigaru, to say a few words.
Who is the moderator of the event?
I am. I'm Jyotsna. I'm the moderator.
Hi, Josna. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I request Satish Chundru. He's the Mid-Atlantic TANA coordinator. I'm a regional coordinator. I request Satish Chundru to start the meeting to say a few words. And also, is Ravi Mandalapgar there? Hello?
Ravi, I am here.
Oh, okay. So,
I am in.
Satish Garu, can you please say a few words? And Ravi Mandalapgar will follow.
Sure, Andy. Hope you can see me and hear me well.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Satish Chundru. I'm a TANA Mid-Atlantic Regional Coordinator, and this is a TANA Mid-Atlantic team is presenting this college planning webinar by Jyotsna. She has been helping a lot of kids to get to ease their admission into various colleges in and around Pennsylvania and other states. Thank you, Joe Garu, for joining the call today, and thanks for your help. And please, if you have any questions after the webinar, you can always reach out to her. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank TANA President Jeta Lurigaru and TANA Secretary Ravi Potlurigaru, Foundation Secretary Ravi Mandalapagaru, and Board of Chairman Harish Koyagaru. Thank you everyone.
Ravi Mandalapgar to say a few words, and the TANA Foundation Secretary.
Thank you, Ravi. Satish, thanks for reminding me about today's meeting. It is a very useful session what we are looking for kids, because they are all virtual education happening at this point. And these are all, TANA is doing an excellent job in bringing so many webinars in different aspects. And particularly our area, Philadelphia area, is really going forward. Competition wise, we are doing the best programs in United States. And thanks to our President Jeta Lurigaru, my brother Ravi Potluri, Satish Chundru, and Harish Koyagaru board chair. Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you, Ravi Mandalapgar. Hi all. This is Ravi Potluri and Secretary of TANA. Jeta Lurigaru, our president, is outside with in some emergency event, so he could not make it. but he sent his wishes to everybody. And most likely, I would like to convey my sincere thanks to Josna Kedar and also Saroja Pauluri to come forward and organize this nice event. I heard a lot of good reviews about Josna Kedar. She lives in Philadelphia area, and also especially she trained the next generation students, kids, and from elementary school onwards. So how the selecting courses and how to improve the skills in the academics and also other extracurricular activities. Really honored to organize this event, this webinar with Josna Kedar. My sincere thanks to Josna and Saraja Pavluri and all the TANA team. Thank you. I wish you good luck. Thank you.
So, ready to get started?
Sure, Saraja, have
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so welcome everybody. Can you see my screen? I'm just going to mute everybody. I have a moderator, moderator Ninad. Can you please mute everybody? And also, don't feel the need to write down any notes or video. I'm sorry, I just gave my moderator access to Ninad, so I apologize for that. So I just wanted to tell you that please don't worry. I'm going to record this whole session. It will be, I'll send you the recording, and also I will send you the whole presentation. So please don't feel the need to make any notes. If you have any questions, please type it out. I have a moderator who's helping us, Ninad, and I'll definitely address all the questions. And specifically for the senior kids, it's a lot different this year, a lot of confusion surrounding it. If you can stay towards the end, I will provide you extra strategies that will help you with the process. Okay, so without further ado, let's just get started. So I'm Joe. I'm a success coach. I'm also an academic, college, and a study skills coach. So study skills is I teach kids how to effectively study, take notes, test taking. There's a lot of things. Okay, and I also help them with academic planning. And my purpose in life is to guide kids to make them reach their maximum potential. I believe that every child is unique. God put them on earth with a special, unique talent. And it's my role to help them discover the talent and to be massively successful. Okay. So basically, my qualification, I'm a Tony Robbins certified life coach. I'm also a positive psychology coaching that I've done, which I'm certified. Then I'm an executive functioning coach. So executive functioning is time management, planning, organization, and 11 skills. And I'm trained under Peg Dawson, who's the leading psychologist when it comes to children's development. Okay, so let's get started. I'm sorry, whoever is trying to print on screen, please don't do that. Okay, yeah, so basically here is the overview. I'm going to go over the admission process. Then I'm going to show you the different academics and the options that's needed, extracurricular activities that you need, and then SAT and ACT strategies, okay? So basically, I'm just going to give you an overview initially to start off with as to how the admission process looks like, okay? So basically what happens, it's a 5-step process. Okay, you give an, I'm talking about highly selective schools. This is what happens. Okay, first your application is received. There's a regional admissions officer. For instance, Duke, UPenn, Harvard, MIT. For that specific region, they have an admissions officer. So they get the application, and then there is a committee. So people have to select the application and pitch who they want to go from their region, right? So it's like that. It's a whole pitching process that goes on. Okay, and then the committee will vote as to what students will go, and then it goes to the university, comes back, and you get the acceptance, denial, wait list, or deferred. So basically it's like the 5-step process. Okay, and next, okay, so these are the questions that you need to answer. Now, let me ask you a question. This admission process is like picking the best fruit out of the whole fruits, right? Like the admissions officer know which fruit to pick. Okay, that is what it is. So you have to make yourself look the best and look healthy and be like a very attractive package for a college to select you. Okay, so basically you have to answer these questions. How are your grades? Okay, are you academically capable to learn here? So basically admission officer is asking you these questions. If your grades are good, you're pushing yourself, that means you will come to my university and do good. Okay, are you academically capable to learn here, right? What are the unique qualities that you bring here? Okay, what is it? And what is the impact that you've done so far? Okay, whatever you've done so far, what impact have you done to the community, to your school body? What is it? And what is your potential? Okay, these are the questions that you absolutely have to answer. Okay, and let me tell you something. Colleges are in the business of making money. Okay, so they will pick the best candidate who will come, finish the years in their university, go outside, be massively successful, and bring them money in the alumni. So it's like, it's all about what the colleges can do out of you. So these are the criteria that you absolutely have to fulfill. Okay. So next, here is a sample acceptance letter. And I'm going to quickly go over it so that you know what the admission are looking for. Okay, so this is from Duke. Okay, and like I said, it's the admission officer who's in that region, right? The second step that I went to. Okay, so they pitched, they liked this candidate, and Duke is giving this acceptance letter along with a personally written letter from the admissions officer. The admission officer says, I enjoyed reviewing your application, and the admissions committee was impressed by your innovative projects and research prowess. Okay. At Duke, you can continue innovating in maker space like the Foundry and Through programs like Duke's team, the Innovation Collaboration, i.e. Bluepen. I hope you will join us as a member of the Forever Duke family. So you can see they're looking for academic prowess, extracurricular research. So this is how an admission process works. If you have any questions, please type it away and I will address them towards the end or during the break. Okay, so let's come to the first factor, the academic factor. So what is it that colleges look? They look for quality and rigor. They look for academic performance and grades and test scores as well. Okay, SAT, ACT, and the top 10 colleges, they expect SAT subject tests as well, which I will address in a few slides. Okay, so these are the two major considerations for academics. One is maximum rigor. Okay, you must, I mean, ideally, it would be good if you can take mostly honors, advanced courses. If you're in a traditional school, it would be the AP courses, which are the college courses administered by College Board. Or if you're in an IB curriculum, the International Baccalaureate curriculum, they expect high level courses to be taken, mostly in your junior and your senior year. And of course, they would like to see A's. A couple of B's is okay, but we don't aspire to do that. We want to be stellar students. Okay. And then your GPA has to, the unweighted GPA has to be more than 3.8. Okay. So these are the academic considerations. Okay. Next, since it's academic consideration, I'm going to go over course selection and grades. Okay. So basically for grades and course selection, your child has to challenge themselves with a rigorous course load. Okay. So the colleges sort of know about your school and the offering. Okay. So you have to mix it up with honors or AP courses and grades. I can't emphasize enough that grades count from the freshman year itself. Okay. And your GPA also needs to be like trending according to that. And if your school or high school provides a class rank, that matters as well. Okay. So grades and coursework are important. Next up, you have honors courses and AP courses, right? So you need to have a good blend. Okay. And I'll show you in the next few slides how you need to map it out and plan it out. The trick to courses is if you want to show some number of APs that you've taken, then take some easy APs as well, along with the basic APs. If you're going for the medicine or engineering track, you have AP chemistry, AP physics, AP biology. Then you have AP calculus AB, calculus BC. Then you have statistics, and in some schools you have math analysis as well. Okay, so you start off with honors and you go subsequently higher. And to have like some filler APs, economics AP is an interesting one, because if you do one economics AP, you get 2 AP credits for micro and macro, right? So you need to like calculate, look at the course offering, the prerequisites and everything, and plan it out. So basically here is how your course progression should be. Okay, so you have the freshman year, sophomore, junior and senior. So it has to be gradually on an upward trend. Okay, you start off with honors courses. A lot of schools I know don't allow AP courses in freshman year. There are a few, like our school district, Downingtown, does allow freshman AP courses. You can start off with even AP history, right? Going to chemistry in your freshman year or biology might be very, very tough, but go with the AP research and seminar. If that is like allowed in your school district, I would suggest you need to plan it out. Everything about applying to colleges is all about mapping and planning right from your freshman year, or even in middle school. It starts off in middle school. You finish off your algebra 1 in 7th grade, algebra 2 in 8th grade. Then between 8th and 9th, you do geometry. Okay, so that you have a pre-calc in 10th. Okay, and that allows you to take the significant 3 good APs that really puts your resume right on top is calculus AB, calculus BC, and statistics. If you have these 3 APs, your resume will look fantastic. If you can't get to them, that's okay as well. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to now show you, break it down into different years as to how you can map it out. Okay. So in the freshman year, it starts with the 8th grade, because unfortunately the course selection for high school happens in middle school, and you have just one counselor who deals with so many kids, and it gets extremely confusing, right? But I don't want you to lose heart. I still want you guys to do a lot of research about your course offering in your school district, and try to map it out by 8th grade. Right? Because a lot of schools are inflexible when it comes to changing your subjects. I mean, that's something that I struggle with and I get really mad about. Okay. So the first thing is find your specific interest and intended major. Okay. That is important, very important, is discovery. I believe that you need to align your courses based on your talent and interest. Okay, then you need to map out your course load. Like, when are you going to do the AP? What are the prerequisites? Like for example, AP chemistry expects you to do honors chemistry before you take AP chemistry. AP biology, you need to do honors biology. So perhaps take honors in your ninth grade or 10th grade. So you need to like map out what APs you're going to do when. Okay, based on your interest, you need to map out what track are you going on, right? You're going on the medicine track, or you're going on the arts track, or you're going on the STEM track. Okay, you want to go in the political science track, journalism. There's so much offering that school has, and you really need to go over that thoroughly. Okay, then you need to absolutely have learning and study skills. High school is hard. Unfortunately, the way our American system is, you eat cookies and you need eat popcorn and ice cream all your elementary school. Then a middle school is marginally, it just steeps up like this. High school is just up. It's like it's hard. You've got to push yourself. You've got to know what your learning strategies are. Got it? There are four kinds of learning strategies. One is visual, one is auditory, one is kinesthetic, and one is read write. You need to understand yourself. The child needs to understand what the learning style is and what are your study skills, what are your note-taking skills, right? So all these things, you need to develop that in the ninth grade. Okay, then you need to start looking for activities that you're passionate about. Okay, you need to look for clubs. You need to see if you can do any charity work. You can do your volunteering. So this 4 years is all about developing a resume for college. It's like getting a job, right? In a job, what do they look at? It's apart from the resume, you go for an interview, right? So what do they see? Do you have the passion? Are you a hard worker? Okay, are you a problem solver? Okay, how can you put up with pressure? So exactly these are the things that colleges look for. Okay, so in the sophomore year or the 10th grade, you need to up your ante. Okay, you took like sort of honors. You just add in a couple of APs or anything there. Then you start practicing your standardized test and see what you have. You have the PSAT. I'm going to go over the timeline. PSAT for the national merit is considered in the junior year, but your school will allow you to take it for free in the 10th grade. Even in the ninth grade, you just need to pay $25 or something. You just go and take your test. And one thing I ask you to look at your PSAT or ACT results is see where you stand. Look at your strengths and weaknesses. I mean, as a coach, this is all I say. Look at your weaknesses. It's okay. Embrace your weaknesses, but work on them, right? Is English a barrier? Is math your barrier? It's okay to tank the PSAT test in the ninth or 10th grade. The students that I coach have tanked it. But you know what? It helped them understand. I had a student who struggled with non-fiction reading comprehension. It was good. We caught it early, right? It was a pattern that it was developing. We were able to see what his weaknesses was, and he worked with the tutor to get it up. He went on to do good in the national merit and everything. Okay, and also look for leadership opportunities. Okay, and summer, I can't emphasize enough how summer is important. And let me tell you something, summer for high school is not for academics. Please don't use your summer for academics. Use it for extracurricular activities. Okay, if you like entrepreneurship or something, map it out. There are summer programs for that. Okay, you want to do something else, want to do aeronautical, look for summer summer programs for that, and go get out of your house, look for opportunities and go explore. Okay, and also a lot of summer programs usually don't accept freshmen, they accept junior or everything. You've got to map it out. Okay, and also internship is very critical bit in between the junior and the senior year summer. So that really adds up to it. Okay, and along with that, in the 10th grade, you should start creating a college list and think about the future. Okay, so this is 10th grade. Okay, 11th grade or the junior year is extremely, extremely crucial, because you will be taking the PSAT around the October timeframe. PSAT is basically for the national merit, okay, national merit scholarship or anything. But you know what? Please take the PSAT very seriously, because if you qualify for the national merit, it looks good on your resume. Okay, you're going to submit your college applications in the senior year, and the results of PSAT come out. So you can put that in your college application that you were a national merit qualifier, right? You qualified in this round or that round, and also it gives you some scholarship, right? And also, you need to get your SAT and ACT done in the beginning of the year. Okay, and I'll go over the difference between SAT and ACT. They're different tests, and I would suggest that you take them both. Okay, I had a kid that I coached who just couldn't get his SAT scores up. He was struggling to go beyond 1450 and up. Okay, but ACT, he nailed it. 34 was his score. So there are kids who do well in ACT and SAT, and I'm sorry, I wouldn't badmouth anybody, but tutoring institutes, they feel like they should focus on SAT because it's a lot of work. ACT is for more logical thinkers and everything. It's a fairly predictable test. So please if possible, if you're confident, then it's okay. Okay, so that is it. And also, don't think that you have to take it once. Take it multiple times. It's perfectly fine. Okay, first time you go to the test, it's the nerves, it's the whole format of it is kind of difficult, but it's okay. Don't be disheartened if you don't get a score the first time. Take it. I had a kid who took it twice. Okay, then I said, oh, third time is not necessary. You're not going to improve much. Just stop it. Okay, and then you need to take subject tests as well. So top schools expect subject scores. I'm going to subject SAT test scores, and I'll get to that also. In the junior year, you have got to take academics up a notch. It's a given. Okay, then along with that, you need to fine tune your extracurriculars. This is of my opinion that you don't need to do 100 things and not do them well. Just do very few things, but do them good. Okay, 2 activities, that's enough. You don't have to be a busy bee social butterfly doing and going to all these different clubs and everything. It is not necessary. You do 2, but you get to the leadership, or you become a president, or you start a club or something. That looks absolutely fantastic on your resume. Okay, and then you have to start thinking of building your resume. And I can't emphasize enough how much kids need to invest on their creative writing skills. I'm going to dwell upon a very, very critical factor in college admission, which is essay. Okay, unlike how we did it in India, having one entrance test and going in, like I studied in REC Calicut, and there was just one exam that I needed to write, and that's it. But here, it is a combination. It's a combination of your grades. It's a combination of your SAT, ACT scores. But what is it that shows your personality? Is your essay. Okay, it shows all about you. So that's something that is very, very critical in a college application. Okay, and in the junior year, again, you need to plan for summer and look for internship opportunities, because you're matured enough, and the requirements for most of the summer program is junior. So you've got to look for it. Like if you're in Pennsylvania, you like the entrepreneurship program, there's a Pennsylvania entrepreneurship program that goes if you're interested in business, or you want to go to the UPenn Management and Technology Science Institute. You want to do the Intel Science Fair. There is a lot of opportunities out there. So it's just not academics. In this country, it's not academics. It's how you navigate, what you bring to the table is what that matters. Okay, senior year. My God, this is a year you will see your senior's face will be like, they're like exhausted. But you know what? This is a marathon. You need that energy to go to the finish line. So just don't give up. And one thing that I absolutely see in high school kids is they put everything to the last minute. Stress comes when you don't manage your time effectively. That's all I can tell you. Please, if you manage time properly, I have kids who've gotten into three highly selective schools. Okay, they did a lot of grinding, but they got through it. It's all about time management. Okay, so standardized tests done and dusted in the 11th grade. Okay, please don't keep the standardized tests to senior year, which I see a lot of them. No, 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 no. Senior year summer onwards is all about the college applications. Okay, and of course you have to keep up grades at this time. When you reach the senior year, you're already very used to studying effective study skills, AP, and you should be a hustler at this point. Okay, when you're a senior, studying should be automatic as a back burner. Okay, then college essays need to start in August. I can't emphasize enough. August 1st or the first week, the prompts come out. Prompts is the essay topic that every colleges come out with. So you need to have your draft ready in summer. I can't emphasize seniors even more. Please stay back. I have a lot of strategies, but the draft should have been ready. It's September is over. It's not the time that you start your essays. Get your essays done. Hire an essay coach. Get it reviewed. Okay, so I'm going to show you more on those strategies, but I can't emphasize enough. Get it done completely. And also teacher recommendations. You know, a teacher has so many kids to recommend, so don't please keep it in the last minute. You have the tool Naviance or whatever tool your school uses for the college application app that goes to colleges. So please make sure that you have an excellent relationship with your school counselor. Your school counselor is the god. Whatever it is, you need to have good relationship with the counselor, because that is the person who's going to give you recommendations, and he's the go-to person in the school. Okay, so please remember that. And supplemental essays, I'm going to go over the different essays that you will need. And of course, you need to apply your colleges before the required deadline. I had this crazy student who thought that he was going to go to Harvard at any cost. Okay, so he said, I'm going to Harvard. I will think about it after December 15th. Come December 15th, he was deferred from Harvard. Deferred, declined is the same. And you know what? He had 15 days. Usually college applications are due by the beginning of the year, like Jan 1st or Jan 10th or something. He had 15 days to apply to the rest of the 10 colleges. And that was a havoc. I mean, he just wouldn't listen, right? And that's why time management is important. And scheduling everything, like know your schedule, which college, what is the application deadline, what is it going. Don't wait till the last minute. It gives parents like ulcers. Okay, like if it's due by 12 o'clock, kids submit by 11:59. Oh yeah. And also after the college application process, the scholarship and the financial aid and everything starts after January. Okay. Okay, so I've told you a lot of things. I'm going to tell you a lot more things, but please remember this. Secret to high school success is managing your course load with extracurricular activities. Okay, you cannot say, I'm going to be a nerd. I'm just going to focus on my grades and my courses. No, colleges look for extracurricular. And you need to set time to follow your passion. Extracurricular activities should show your passion, just not to get a college admission. I mean, that is like sort of hollow, and that will come out in your essay. Okay, participate and thrive in activities you love to do in your free time. Okay, you want to be a vet, go volunteer in a wet place, or whatever it is, whatever you're passionate about, just go do it. You want to be in the medical field, like sort of shadow a doctor or volunteer in a hospital or something like that. It has to come from your gut. Your passion has to come from your gut. I mean, kids cannot be overgrown children in a stroller. It's not the parents' duty to push the stroller everywhere. Kids have to take over and run this like a project. Okay, so that is done. I've talked about the course load. Now I'm going to go into the standardized test. Okay, so here is the testing formula. I did mention about the PSAT, right? The PSAT or the NMSQT is for the National Merit Scholarship. Okay, it's not just getting the scholarship, it looks good on your resume when you apply in the senior year. Okay, and then you can take SAT or ACT. Okay, and then SAT subject test. I will get into the subject test later. Okay, so this is the timeline. Okay, the subject test, you can take it from the 9th to the 10th grade. Okay, so there is chemistry subject test, biology subject test, physics subject test, any subject test that you can do. The colleges just need one science subject test and one math subject test. Okay, and you typically take the subject SAT when you finish the AP or the honors class. Okay, for example, you take AP biology in the 10th grade. So you just finished your college board exam in May, you schedule the test in June because it's still fresh in your head. Okay, and then you read the Barron's guide for the SAT, that subject. It will be exactly similar to your AP course. So go and give the test. Boom. Immediately after your AP exam for that subject. Okay, and math is level 2 that you need. Okay, you're going to do it in the junior year. Then May you do your college board, then June you book your test and go take it. Don't delay, otherwise you'll forget the concepts. Okay, so take PSAT as a sophomore for practice in the 10th grade. It's not counted, but I would still suggest doing it. Your school may say, but they have to give you an opportunity. My question is, you need to navigate your life. The school is not going to say, hey, come take the test. You go after your counselor. You go after them. Hey, what is there? Can you please look at my Navians? Can you please tell me the scholarship opportunities? Everything is inside your counselor and your tool that you use, which I think is Navians mostly. Okay, but in the junior year is when PSAT is counted. Got it? So you can do the PSAT here, and in the beginning of the SAT you can do it here. But I wouldn't recommend keeping anything till the 12th grade. It's for college applications. Okay. Okay, so this is the score that's needed by top colleges. Okay, I'm not saying you have to get this, but this is just a reference point as to what the highly selective top 10 or top 20 schools they expect. Okay, you have the national merit, which is 1470 plus. PSAT is the same format as the SAT. SAT, they need either 1500 and above. ACT is 33 or 34 and above. Okay, and then the subject test, it's out of 800. For math, they expect like 750 and above. Same for bio and chemistry and physics. Okay. Okay, so why SAT subject test? Why do you need it? Okay, so basically it looks good on your college application process that you've deepened your knowledge in that particular subject. Okay, and the admissions, they like to see your subject SAT scores as well. And also it helps you when it comes to selecting subjects and everything in college. Okay, so that's very important that you do it. Okay. Okay, now the next critical thing that I'm going to go over is essays. So we're going to look at essays, okay? I can't tell you how important and how much research I have done to bring this slide, okay? So these are the 6 factors that you absolutely need in an essay. 1, it has to stand out, leave a lasting impression. Okay, it has to be emotional. Okay, something that like you care about. It doesn't have to have happened in your life, but you need to bring out that emotion. I mean, it has to be interesting. Okay, it has to be unique. I mean, unique and stand out is the same. And specific, it has to relate to what you want to do in the future. And it shouldn't like linger on and on and on. You should get to the point. This is one student who I absolutely struggled with, and he struggled with, is he would never get to the point. Okay, in a 5 paragraph essay, he wouldn't even get to the point until it was the third paragraph. Okay, so he worked with an essay coach to like really refine his essay. Okay, and the essay has to be written by the child. Okay, the first draft has to be written by the child, and then you go over with an essay coach to review, who will help you with the grammar, the structure, and the detailing and everything. So this is an extremely important point. Most parents think that, hey, I will send them to this tutoring center for SAT, ACT, I'm done. No. SAT, ACT is the predictable part. It's the easy part. It's this essay is what will set you apart. It is what the admissions officer is going to look at you as at your personality. Okay, this is what is telling about you. So essays are extremely important. Okay, so what are the essays that you need to write for the college? One is your common app essay, which is the common essay, which is 650 words. Okay, it's a universal essay for all colleges, which you have one standard essay, you just send it to all the colleges. This is one essay, and this needs to be like really worked on. The framework needs to be worked on in the summer. Okay, you need to have that like tested, tried and tested, like write it twice or thrice and have it ready. Then you have essay supplements. See, this is what will catch you if you don't plan it properly, because the essay supplement is very specific to the college. Okay, so each college will have like 3 supplements. If you are applying to like say 10 colleges, you have one common essay that you need to submit, and essay supplements, they'll have three short things. So that makes it 4. Then you have short answers that some colleges ask, which is like a 5. They might have 5. So you're looking at writing around 6 to 8 essays per college. Times 10 is 80 essays, right? So that's why you need the beginning of your senior year for essays. Okay, so essay supplement will be extremely specific to that college. If it's Georgia Tech, they'll ask you something very specific about their college or something. Okay, so or specific to the interest. You cannot duplicate this from one college to another. So you are forced to write. Okay, and they're not the same every year. They change every year. Okay, but they all come out in August. Okay, then you have short answers, which is a couple of sentences limit. But then again, it's time consuming, because you need to take the time and effort and energy to write them. You have to make it personal. You have to make it specific. You need to do research about the college and about the course, or something like that, and write it. So it's a lot of work. It's a huge project. Like I would say, most of us are in IT or any other industry. You have a whole project mapped out. You have agile methodology, you have a Kanban board, you have a project manager who's assigning tasks, you have a development phase, testing phase. What do these kids have? They don't have any strategies. Nobody's taught them anything, but yet they're supposed to be functioning at that level, and they need to like manage everything, manage their emotions, manage growing up, and nail a college. Right? It's not fair at all. It's not fair at all. They need those strategies. They need to be coached. They need to be told. But trust me, kids are sponges. They just absorb whatever you tell them, and they will deliver. Okay, so basically, I suggest hiring an essay coach, because they'll guide you through the different process, and also they sometimes mimic an admissions officer. From an admission officer point of view, they help you in the process. Okay, we just assume that essay writing is what, just writing 5 paragraphs of essay. But you know what, I would rate it much higher than SAT or ACT scores, because I know kids, some girls who didn't have phenomenal scores or GPA, but they landed in UPenn because their essay was smashing. Essay was emotional. It was tugging their heart, that the admission officer had to give them a seat. Something struck. So it's extremely important. Okay, Now that we've cleared grades, subjects, and essays, let's get to extracurriculars. Okay, again, three important components in an extracurriculars. They want to say, what is the impact that you do? I'm just giving an example about 300 MacBooks. It doesn't have to be. It can be very simple. Keep it simple. That's it. Like, do something simple. It does not have to be phenomenal. Oh, I see a lot of people just around the senior time, they will start nonprofits. Okay, let me just tell you, there is no correlation between starting a nonprofit to your application process. Zilch. Okay, they have no record of you starting a nonprofit, or you starting a nonprofit and putting it on Facebook or social media is not going to help, because you only have 10 spaces in the common application to write about your extracurriculars, right? So starting a nonprofit, it's just paperwork. What has been your impact, right? There are so many nonprofits, right? Next is passion. What are you passionate about? Like, okay, passionate about. Okay, you interned in a law firm, or you even went to a veterinary place, and you saw the cow giving birth, and it was such a transformational thing, and that's how your love for animals came over, and you spent a lot of months in the horse farm taking care of horses. That's your passion. You like animals, right? And make it unique. Is there any extracurricular activity that aligns with you, like sort of make it unique, right? There are so many things that you can do, like with your club, they like to see leadership. Extracurriculars is all about showing your leadership, your impact, your uniqueness, and your passion. Okay, so what is it that they see in the extracurriculars? Like engagement in a meaningful way, like contribution. Has it been a positive contribution? And leadership. Okay, so these are the things your extracurriculars show. Apart from so it's like building a story. You have the grades and the courses, you have an essays that shows your personality, and then it's extracurriculars that shows your leadership, and how you followed your passion. So you're building this story. Okay, and then other considerations for a college application process is positive recommendations, like recommendations from your teachers, mentors, community service. And also, let me tell you one thing, is highly selective schools have interview process. It's not weighted, it's just 1% of the admission process is based on a college interview, where they have the alumni who interviews you, right? And I see a lot of children not wanting to interview, but you know what? You absolutely have to interview. There are a lot of fringe benefits from attending college interviews. It's not just the college application process. You're networking with these people. So these people have been selected because they have graduated from this highly selective school, and they've gone and become like highly successful people in their field, and they're given the responsibility to identify other kids to bring them over to the college. So that is the story behind it. So what you do, you go to the interview, build a network with them, and always like look up to them for other opportunities. So this is what happened with a kid that I coached. Okay, so he interviewed with the Harvard alumni, Princeton alumni, UPenn alumni, Yale, everywhere. He just went and interviewed with everybody. And you know what happened? The person who is alumni of Harvard uh, runs a hedge fund company, right? So he built that network with this person. And when COVID happened and he finished with his college application, he reached out to this person and asked for an internship. And guess what? He got it, right? So that is the power of network. That is the power of building your personality and leadership. So any opportunities you get in your high school process of applying for the college, utilize it. Think beyond. It's your personal development here. It's not just landing in the best college. It's like you're growing along with it, right? So this is done. Okay, like I mentioned, summer of high school is extremely important because colleges would like to see how the children spent their summer. Okay, so the summer, don't focus on academics. Academics, this is a school year for academics. So this is summer is when you utilize and showcase your child's passion. Okay, so I am coaching a girl who wants to be in the aeronautical field. So I have mapped out different summer programs that she can attend, which will look absolutely wonderful in her resume. So we made a list, a complete list of summer programs, not just one, it's multiple. And let me tell you, summer program is also a good opportunity to practice your college application skills, because all these summer programs, you need to write an essay, you need to submit a resume, submit your grades, and show your extracurriculars. So this is an absolutely good opportunity. What if you don't get? That's okay, but just apply for 2 3 programs and see which ones you get. Okay, so that's what, like internship and anything, like utilize your summer. Okay, so next let us go to what colleges could be potentially right for your kid. How do you pick colleges, right? So here are some things that I help children discover. What are their interests? Okay, what are their talents and passion? Okay, I use a rubric called multiple intelligences. Basically, there are 8 kind of intelligences, and the test helps you discover that. And you need to pick like courses or opportunities that align with your interests. That's how you pick a college, right? You see whether it aligns with your child's interest, right? If it is a technical college, you either see like Georgia Tech is highly technical. Is that where they want to be, right? What are the after graduation admissions into jobs, opportunities, internships? A lot of these get into consideration, and also financial aid, scholarship opportunities, and all that, right? So a lot of Ivies, even though you do a lot of AP courses and college credits, they don't consider them. Okay, you have to do them from fresh. Okay, but then it helps you in the college process. Okay, so that's what I want to say. Okay. Okay, another consideration that helps you with college is college visits, taking a campus tour, speaking with the admission counselor, finding out about financial opportunities. And a lot of colleges even allow you to sit in their classes, right? If that's possible, okay? Read the newspapers, and even speak to teachers and faculties for it. Okay, so this is where I ask kids, you know what, parents, it's you we can do is support our children. Uh, Everything, the whole college application process has to be driven by the child. Okay, and it's our job to make them independent enough so that they can do that. So how do you go about planning and getting organized with college? Okay, you narrow them down into more likely, have 3 or 4 colleges in that good match, then reach, and then you have a safety school. Okay, you may aspire to go into an Ivy or your whole college of your dreams, but first and foremost, you need to have your safety ready. You need to apply for it before anything else. Okay, safety is very important. Look at the scholarship, financial aid requirements, and your application essays, everything, like nail down when you're going to finish writing your essays, how often you're going to get it reviewed. All these need to be mapped out. Okay, and also the recommendations, like don't keep it to the last minute. Be ready with them. The transcript request, everything. Like if you keep everything to the last minute, it gets frenzied because the college counselor has a lot of students that they need to cater with. Okay, so another consideration is the financial plan. Determine the college costs. I can tell you that Johns Hopkins is $91,000. Uh, Duke is 85. Georgia Tech is 53. NYU is around 80,000. This I'm just telling you per year. Got it? Times 4. It's hugely expensive. Okay, so please look at the financial costs as well. Calculate your college savings, the 529 plan that you may have, any scholarships that you may get. Let me just tell you, scholarships are really hard to get by. The merit based, the needs based, there are a lot, but merit based are few. And also please look into your school, because they'll have the complete list of the local scholarships, right? They are much better, and you have a better chance of landing them, rather than there is Coca-Cola scholarship, there is Toyota scholarship. The whole of America is applying for it. But if it is within your school district, they have so many options, and there'll be an alumni scholarship, or there'll be like something special and unique. So have your child sit with a counselor to see what scholarships that are available and they can avail. Okay. And this is an important consideration. So a lot of people ask me as to what they need to do to prepare for the different tracks. So I've just started off with the tracks, that is the pre-med track. So potentially a few things that will help you in terms of extracurricular activities is volunteering in a hospital or a nursing home, or like shadowing a teacher, or something like that. And you need to be this, there should be more emphasis on math and science. It would be good to participate in the clubs and competitions, and also for summer camps, like make it aligned with science and math, for your science, and also apply for either research or internship in some good universities. And that's another thing, like approaching university professors for research opportunities. I know a child who sent about 100 emails, got it, and finally landed in one. So always look for different opportunities that you can get. You either, or you do like a healthcare related project that you can write, or and all that. Okay, and yes, I will address the in-state, out-state fees after in a bit. Yeah. Okay, and for the STEM track, it's pretty fairly straightforward. You participate in a lot of science and math clubs and competitions. You have the science Olympiad, you have the math Olympiad, you have the AMA tests, and there are a lot of clubs within the high school. And also, if you can't find a club, start a club. Okay, starting a club also shows a lot of initiative and leadership. So that is, be active in it. Okay, if the clubs don't interest you, then take up extracurricular activities outside, like volunteer in a different organization and make an impact. Okay, also internships are a good opportunity to have during after the junior year summer. Like I said, club, and sort of mentor other kids. It shows leadership opportunity as well. And if you're in the STEM field, you can sort of explore more into a technical hobby. I know a kid who did blockchain research. Okay, so that was his passion. Okay, and I know another girl whom I coached. She being a girl, she wanted to encourage underprivileged people in the STEM field. So that's how she built her passion. And I know another girl who sort of taught robotics for physically disabled child, um, uh, in her extracurricular activities. Okay, then you have the arts track. That's also a nice track to be in. Again, you have to like adhere to a rigorous course schedule. You have to look for opportunities in art classes and build an art portfolio. If that is something that sort of interests you, you look for a mentor, a professional artist whom you can shadow and do some kind of internship or research. I'm sorry, not research, like do some project that involves, shows your artistic side, and start building a portfolio. Okay, and I'm at the end of the hour. I just wanted to let you know what is it that I offer. I offer college coaching for high schoolers. Hmm. I also teach study skills. Executive functioning is something that is a cornerstone in a child's functioning. It's planning, time management, metacognition, and 11 skills that contribute to an executive functioning. So that's what I coach, like goal setting, time management, planning, organization, staying on track. And since I'm an executive functioning coach, lack of executive functioning is basically ADHD. I coach ADHD kids as well. And I'm trained under Peg Dawson, who is a psychologist who specializes in children and their uh, development. Okay. And so, any other questions? And also, I do run a Facebook group. I share a lot of information there. You're free to join. It's just freely. I have a lot of people there, a lot of college consultants, career counselors who contribute a lot in my Facebook group. So I'll send you the link, and you can definitely join there. And this video will be available uh, as well. And I just wanted to show you for seniors, okay? So let's go ahead and talk about seniors. Okay, the current seniors year, I'm sorry, the current seniors who are going into college. Okay, like I mentioned, it's basically uh, academics, like GPA, but there are no SAT scores, right? So what is the admission officer going to focus on? Your essay. So I can't tell you that the weightage on essay is far more this year than any other year. Okay, so it's absolutely important that you get your draft ready. If your draft is not ready, that is all you need to focus on. Please don't even worry about trying to take the ACT and SAT test. It's not necessary because they've said it's optional, right? So if it is optional, then why break your head over it, right? If you can get to doing the test the senior year, the junior year people can do that. So please focus on your essay. Have the draft ready. I mean, by September, your drafts should be ready because October 15th and onwards is the deadline for your early decision, early action, and everything. So please get your essay reviewed thoroughly. That's very critical for this year as such. Okay, and yeah, the in-state fees and all that that a lot of people have been asking. For private schools, there are no in-state fees. There's just one flat fee. Doesn't matter if you are, like, for example, UPenn. I mean, it's in Pennsylvania. People of Pennsylvania get zero benefit because it's a private school, right? So that is one of the questions. Yeah. Ninad, you want to read out some questions that we should answer? Please type away any questions that you have specifically.
Yeah, sure. Can you touch a bit more on medical colleges?
Yeah. So medical is all about volunteering. I mean, if you can start looking for opportunities that you have. Okay, and also on my Facebook group, one person had posted about a course that was free of cost, where the doctors will come and give you explanations, or some kind of, you'll get a not hands-on, like online experience, looking at how a medical field is. And also it helps doing volunteer work in hospitals, doing some kind of research, or shadowing a professor. If you can get an opportunity like that, that would really help you in your resume, right? So yeah. Oh, singing is a good extracurricular activity. Why not? Absolutely. I mean, yeah, but extend that to, like, contributing to the society. I mean, teaching singing to underprivileged children, like, adds a bit of leadership and community into it. Like, whatever talent you have, like, make it giving back to the community, and it becomes a unique extracurricular activity. Absolutely. Undergraduate. Oh, undergraduate business program. Absolutely. AP courses. Okay. AP economics helps. And also some schools have AP seminar and research. And mostly for business, it would help to have like an internship that would look good on your college resume, right? And also for business and entrepreneurship, there are entrepreneurship summer programs you absolutely need to explore. If you're in Pennsylvania, there is PFEW, Pennsylvania Free Entrepreneurship Week, that you can take after your sophomore year. That looks absolutely fantastic on your resume. So you need to look for summer courses that align with that, for business, marketing, or whatever there is, it can be done. Okay. Any other questions, Ninad?
I think a lot of them are asking about extracurriculars in general, and I think one thing to keep in mind when you're talking about extracurriculars is I believe Joe mentioned it. It was impact, right? Whatever you're doing, make sure you do it at a very high level and you're passionate about it. I've seen time and time and again people, students from Harvard, for example, they get in because they competed in the Olympics for figure skating, right? And Harvard loved that, right? Like that sort of thing. You really need to focus on impact, right? Like whatever you do, do it at a really high level. If you want to sing, compete nationally, try to win awards for that, right? Like they want to see that you are a master, you're very talented in a specific area. So that's sort of in terms of extracurriculars, make sure you can do them at a high level is what I would say.
Yeah, and also what programs should you do if you aspire to go into technology? Again, of course, you need to have science, the STEM ones, absolutely. Yeah, STEM programs, internships, college, high school internships are good. Doing a research, like technology is a very wide field, right? If you could just narrow down one piece of it, is it crypto? Is it blockchain? Is it data analytics or something, and do some kind of a research and present a paper, or participate in different things, like shadow a professor who does research, that will help you in the technology thing. For AP biochemistry major, yes, it's absolutely, it's biology, AP chemistry, APs that relate to that, that would be fantastic. Yes. Yeah. Any other questions? Yeah, Boy Scouts is an excellent activity. Yes. Any other questions? Okay, anybody who has any specific questions about the senior college application, please text away. That's critical. I hope your application is already ready to be submitted in terms of essays, because you would have shown your college, I'm sorry, your high school courses have been done, your GPA has been done. Even if you didn't get an opportunity for your SAT or ACT, that's all right, but get your college applications ready. Are your prompts done? What colleges are you applying for? Are you ready with your college list? What are the deadlines for the college, right? So those need to be mapped out and done. I mean, what is your safety school? What is the deadline for your safety school? Okay, have you applied for it? Okay, what is your aspirational school? What are the due dates for that? So all that is important.
And Joe, can you recommend some like a college essay coach? Because a lot of people are asking about it.
Right. So I have a lot of people that I've coordinated with who help through the essay writing process. You can reach out to me. I will, if you can drop me your emails, I will get in touch with you. It's a 3-step process where first the draft of your essay will be reviewed. Comments and recommendations will be provided. You work on that essay again. Okay, and then the coach will help you through refining the essay. So it's a 3-step process, and yeah. Yes. So please, absolutely, I will be sharing this presentation with you, the link for the video. And yeah, I mean, you can please, Ninad, you want to give away our information about the email and the phone contact and where they can reach us?
Sure, sure.
Yep.
So let me put the phone contact here. If you would like to reach out about specific guidance we can provide you in terms of essays, really tailored and personalized college essay coaching, and in terms of college planning, which is super important for the college application process. Please talk to Coach Joe. I'm adding her cell phone number as well as the email for her company. In the description below, and give me 1 minute. I will send you a Google Sheets for you to add your emails, so we can send you the this recording of the webinar.
Yeah. Okay, preparing for essays from freshman year, it would be a good idea to sort of focus on creative writing. Okay, so about creative writing, and also submit a lot of research papers. You know what, writing an essay is actually extremely boring. Okay, it's boring, but then if you have a purpose for your essay, oh, I'm doing a research on this topic and I have to write the paper, that makes it a lot more sense to it. I also run an internship program. In summers, I run an internship program, and I give an opportunity for my interns to write blogs. Okay, blogs or information is extremely important. And you know what? These high school kids just love it. I was introducing a program on how Amazon Alexa can help with time management, planning, and organization. So I had my interns research about it, and they absolutely nailed it. I mean, they loved writing a blog, because a blog is an essay, right? But it's not an essay which is like sort of boring, but it has a purpose. And also they felt like, hey, these blogs are going to be read online by real people, so it had to be exceptionally good, right? So that's the fringe benefit of anything. And I can't emphasize enough as to how much reading is also important. Yes, essay is important, but reading, what are you going to write in your essay? How is your vocabulary going to be? How do you improve your vocabulary? You cannot just pick up a vocabulary book and mug up all the words, right? So reading is extremely important in high school as well. So high school kids need to develop and have a healthy reading habit. Like history, take like AP history or AP literature in school, it's a lot of writing. I mean, they'll just kill you with the writing. Okay, AP literature, English, all these kind of APs, like hone your skill in writing. So it's like you need to constantly practice, like challenge yourself to completely develop it. And writing essays actually help you in the long run, not just for colleges, but in real life. Yeah. Any other questions? So any talent you have, it doesn't matter, but put a community or giving back impact spin to it, right? It will be great. Yes, you're singing. It's a beautiful thing. Why don't you sing for a nonprofit, right? I know of a nonprofit like Shakti Foundation here, where they gather kids and they go to old age homes for the older people. So you can organize, yeah, and a lot of times they send us emails soliciting if anybody can come and play an instrument or sing. So you can absolutely find a nonprofit that you can go and do that, right? Yeah, and martial arts, like you can have a sort of a program for underprivileged kids. I know this kid who liked to teach computer programs. He conducted hackathon for the underprivileged African American children in Philadelphia, right? So that was his passion. He showed his passion for coding and also mentoring kids, right? So there are a lot of things that you can do. Yeah.